Hello. Hello, hello, hello. How are we doing today? What's going on? I hope we're all well. I hope that we're all well today. I've had a difficult evening. We'll get into that soon. But it's been a difficult evening for me. And I'll explain why in a bit. Be patient. Okay, so I need water. Oh my god. Wait a second. Oh my god. Okay, so I may have to stop drinking or buying this water because the cap is so hard to get off. There's just no reason why it should be that difficult. There's just no reason. Okay. And because I'm bougie, you guys know. Okay. That is very good. That is very tasty. Hi, Oi de Boydi. Hello, how are you today? Give me the highlight and the low light of your day today. I want to know. Namaste to you as well. Namaste to you as well. So let's talk about why I could not breathe and the title of this video, this live stream. So I went for a run today, and this is my first time running. One of the first times I've run in a long time, because this week has just been the week from hell. But we're reclaiming our time. And so I went running, and after mile 3 of my run, I had an allergic reaction. Yeah, I had an allergic reaction. It was terrible. It was so terrible. I immediately started to sneeze. I sneezed every 30 seconds for 10 minutes. Like, for 10 whole minutes, I was sneezing every 30 seconds. And even now, wait, give me a second. Fuck me. Even now, I'm having issues with my nose. I was sneezing for 10 minutes every 30 seconds without fail. And then my nose just stopped working. It was both runny and stuffed up at the same fucking time. It was miserable. It was a terrible, terrible experience. So that was terrible. I had to have my partner pick me up. I was in the short north of Columbus, Ohio. I had to have him pick me up. It was so embarrassing. So anyway, I could not breathe through my nose. It finally, after like an hour or two, more like 2 hours, after 2 hours, it started to open back up. So I'm fine now. Hey Hunter, how's it going, Hunter? What's going on with you today? Hey LB, what's up? What's going on? What do you, Hunter? Give me the highlight and low light of your day. What's going on? Hey Alyssa, you're not late. I just got here not even 5 minutes ago, Alyssa. Alyssa, how is your day so far? What's going on with you? It's a canarial disease. I don't know what a canarial is. Am I a bird? Is that why it's called chirpies? I must be a bird. Tweetment. Oh. There's no tweetment. That's funny. That made me chuckle. What is going on today? How do black people deal with sniffles? I don't know how black people deal with sniffles. I have no idea. It's good to be honest. Me and my best friend talked about some things. We're closer now than we were yesterday, so that's good, but that's awesome. Hey, Mr. Gibbons. How are you today, Mr. Gibbons? Give me the highlight and low light of your day today. Hi, Jana. Same question to you. Give me the highlight and low light of your day? Should I lower my lights? I feel like my lights are not doing what they need to be doing. Where am I from? I'm from the great state of Ohio. And I live in Columbus, the capital. Columbus, Ohio. Oh, thank you, LB. I'm super excited. Thank you for your support. I appreciate that. And like I said before, please do not shy away from giving me your constructive criticism. Really pay attention to if the benefits are better or worse or the same. I'm really interested. Oh, thank you, Jana. Appreciate that. Oh my God, sick with what, Gibbons? What do you have? Hey, Petropax. What's going on? What's the tea, Petro? You're from Palestine? Cool. Hope you get better soon, Mr. Gibbons. That sucks. Being sick is just the worst. Even me right now with my nose situation, it's kind of like fuck me, right? It's like my nose is now, it's been running ever since it's cleared up and I'm not stuffy. Well, you can probably hear me. I'm a little stuffy still. But ever since then, my nose has been a little bit running and it's just annoying. Hoping not COVID. Well, go lift some weights. Go do some cardio. The best cure or the best deterrent from COVID is living a healthy lifestyle. What color are you most afraid of? That's a good question. I think I'm the most afraid of the color red. I think red. I don't like looking at my own blood. It's always a big issue at the doctors. And yeah, red. Haven't been to, no, no, it was an allergic reaction. And so I don't know, this happens to me about twice a year. About twice a year I have an allergic reaction to something really terribly where my nose completely stuffs up and gets clogged, and I don't know what that's about. I mean, the only thing I can say is I had not really been running a lot since the season changed. And so this is one of my first long form runs for the fall. And I don't know if the pollens are different. I don't keep up with that bullshit. I don't know. I'm not a meteorologist. I'm not a pollenologist. I don't know. I'm not an allergyologist. I don't know. But it was very random. It was extremely random when it happened. It was very random. So, I don't know. Orange color is beautiful. Orange is one of my favorite colors. My favorite colors are purple, green, and orange. 3 faves. Do you love doctors? No, I don't love doctors. What have I been eating? That's a strange question, but I love it. Today I ate something called a fish boat. So a fish boat is like a hoagie almost. It's like a thick piece of bread that you slice down the middle. You can make it into a sandwich. I had 2 of the largest fillets of fish, deep fried to perfect, crispy perfection. And then they put like a coleslaw, a tomato, a lettuce, and like a relish on their sandwich. It was so decadent and so good. It came from a food truck and it was really great. That was really the only major meal I had. And then I just had I had 2 triple stacks of my protein pancakes from Premier One Protein. I love Premier One Protein. Is it Premier One or just Premier Protein? I think it's just called Premier Protein. But they have a really good pancake, frozen pancake that I get from Sam's Club, and it's incredible. Highly recommend it. I've reviewed it on my Instagram. It's really nice. I am a robologist. I am definitely a robologist. I'm okay now, June. I am okay now. Petra wants to donate. You can check the subscription box of this video to donate. Oh wait, actually you can't. Sorry, I lied. I forgot to put the description in here. But here we go. So now you can, if you want to donate directly, and like, I don't know, I feel weird about people donating directly. It's a little weird. It's a little weird. Like, don't do that. Like, actually get some value out of me somehow, like either by subscribing to my Patreon or buy me something off my Amazon wish list, which is right here. I mean, there's a lot of different ways you can support my content, but just make sure that you're getting some value out of it some way, somehow. And just giving me money, it's like, I don't know about that. I mean, feel free. I'm not going to say no, don't do it. But there are different ways to support me and get some value in return. And I think it'd be better if you just supported me on Patreon or bought me something off Amazon. I don't know. But thank you for the thought. I appreciate it. Try out one of my brands that sponsors me. Like Elbit just bought some. I do have Cash App. I have a Cash App too. I have Cash App. But I don't know my Cash App offhand. I have Venmo, I have Cash App. I think I just have those 2. But regardless, you know, check out the brands that support me by using my code. That supports my content. And you get to try something new. Most bread is full of trash. I don't typically eat bread, actually. In fact, I don't typically eat sandwiches. Sandwiches are so overrated, in my opinion. Honestly, you want to have a serious conversation about it, I think sandwiches are very overrated. Bread usually makes me feel, or specifically gluten, sometimes will make me feel sluggish. I generally eat a gluten-free diet outside of the pancakes that I'm obsessed with. But outside of that, I typically stick to gluten-free options. And that's better for me. And obviously some are worse than others. Like the bread doesn't bother me as much as pasta. I'll never go to an Italian restaurant. I don't go to Italian restaurants because like I don't want to eat fucking pasta. And like the last Italian restaurant I went to, the pasta wasn't even good. So it's like, not only am I going to be bloated and feel 20 pounds heavier, but the pasta wasn't fucking good either. It's like, I can't do that to myself again. So like, I don't even try going to Italian restaurants anymore. Do you want to visit the Middle East one day? I sure would. The Middle East sounds like a really fun place in terms of weather. It seems to be pretty warm. I hear really good things about Dubai. I have a couple friends that are military brats that have lived in some Middle Eastern countries, and they say good things about them. Um, so yeah, I would visit Dubai. Dubai would be on my bucket list. I feel like I would fit into Dubai very, very well. The food was really good, LB. I mean, like I said, I don't typically go up for a sandwich, but this food truck, I have to make exceptions. What was the best vacation you have ever been to? To be honest, it's Miami Beach. I typically go to Miami Beach every year for a week or two, and I love that place so much. It's if I could buy a place down there to live 7 months out of the year, I would. But I don't have multiple millions of dollars, so I don't. But I'll be going there again this year around Christmas time, and I'll be vlogging the entire experience. So you have that to look forward to. That was funny, June. Do you like the Palestine? I mean, I don't know Palestine to like them or not like them. Manal. That was a funny moment, June. Hey, Allison, welcome back, Allison. How are you? Is there an exception for chicken tender sandwich? I don't eat meat. So, no exceptions for chicken tenders. I only eat fish. I'm a pescatarian. So, I eat meat, but it has to be from the sea. If it's not from the sea, then I'm not eating it. Goku versus Superman. Oh, Goku would fuck his shit up. Sorry. Hey, Galaxy, welcome back. Um, Top or bottom, watch one of my older streams to find out, Hell Commander. Um, I'm into Drag Queen Story Hour. I don't like him. I'm not into Drag Queen Story Hour, but okay. Um, you need wait you no meat unless it's in your mouth. That's true. You ate my last fish sandwich, bro. I need my shit back on crib. No. Fish sandwich gang. I love a good fish sandwich. I love a good fish sandwich. How are you today, Galaxy? I'm happy to have you back. Hopefully you're having a good day this Saturday. Look online, Tyler, for the Uncle Ben's rice pudding. It's so good. Like, it's actually so good. I haven't bought it in years, but like, it's so good. I mean, you usually can get it at any grocery store, a Krogetto, a Kroger, a Meyer. Like, I don't know. What's my favorite seafood? Easy, swordfish. Swordfish is my favorite seafood by far, easily, no competition. How are you? I'll be nice, I guess. You don't have to be nice. Being nice is not required. I will talk to you whether you're nice or mean. It doesn't matter to me. It's whatever makes you feel most comfortable, Galaxy. But I'm okay. I've had a stressful evening because I had an allergic reaction during my 6 mile run. It cut my run in half, so I was only able to run 3 miles. And I'm disappointed because I don't think I'm going to break 1,000 calories today. No, I'm not. I'm only at 739 calories burned. So I'm very disappointed in myself today that my nose had to fuck everything up. I swear I'm not like doing coke or anything. This is not a coke nose. I swear I had an allergic reaction, and now I have a nasal drip now. It's strange. So other than that, today's been pretty good, to be honest. It has been a pretty good day. Did you squeeze the pimple patch off? I did. The pimple is still there, but it's healing. It's in its healing phase. Like, it's still there faintly, but it's in its healing phase. Thanks to the salicylic acid, the 1% concentration. That's why it's doing a lot better. You have a few questions for my exam. Okay. Thoughts on furries? I think furries are so weird. I mean, I try not to be super judgmental, which is a lie because I'm extremely judgmental. I'm actually very judgmental. So I have an opinion about furries. I think they're kind of weird, but I think like any other fandom, every fandom is weird, right? Like every fandom is weird. Dressing up as an animal and having like characters, I feel like it's an artistic expression. That being said, there's also a lot of weird shit that goes on in the furry communities that I've heard of, and I know a couple myself personally. And I think that in any fandom, some individuals can take things really far off the deep end, and it comes off looking a little bit cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. It's like, do these people really want to be animals? Do they want to like fuck people in animal costumes? It's a little weird. It's definitely a little weird. But I think that there's a part of every fandom that can get to those weird levels. And I don't think furries are exempt from that or any other fandom. You got a bad tooth, you're grouchy? Oh my God. Galaxy, having a bad, like a toothache, it makes me want to blow my brain out. I mean, no lie. I mean, it is the worst pain that you can have, I think. It's the most, is there a gnat in my fucking office? How'd that shit get in here? Well, I am eating up here. So that would be one reason. Anyway, toothaches, blow my brain out immediately. Just end it all. No, I never got my wisdom teeth out. Have I ever just started meowing the rest of my conversation? No, that's never happened. Properties of nettle extract? I have no idea. Good night, Lily Toller. Have a good night. Galaxy, that's some fucking bullshit. I hate when professionals send you all around the mulberry bush. They send you from point A to point B and they're playing like volleyball. They're playing tennis. The longest tennis set in history with your life. That infuriates me. Salicylic acid, how does that help? Don't even get me started. Salicylic acid is what you call a exfoliant. What it does is it goes deep within the lower levels of your skin, like the lower layers, and it really clears out your pores. So if you have anything clogging, whether it's debris, whether it's sebum built up, it's going to clear that out and then make room for your pores to not shrink, but the appearance of them will shrink. And it also clears up acne. It clears up bumps, because a lot of the bumps and acne is caused by a buildup of some type of matter in the lower layers of your skin. Salicylic acid helps to unclog your pores, essentially. It also reduces your sebum production overall with continued use. Hey, Commander. Hey, 585 Comics. Oh, that sucks, Galaxy. Cho has an allergic reaction while running, and all he worries about is how many calories he burned. Yes, girl, because listen, I'm trying to get my six-pack back. I'm trying to get my six-pack back. It's so funny because people don't know this about getting abs, because I used to have abs. So I've been there, done that. But the thing about getting abs is that you have to have a low body fat. There's no way to get abs outside of losing fat. And so how do you lose fat? You have to burn calories. So I'm burning calories. Okay? I want to have a six-pack by the time Miami rolls around this year. So that's what I am worried about that. I didn't care about like the nose, like sure, it's annoying, but like the fact that I haven't burnt 1,000 calories today is really burning me up. I'm so annoyed. Hey, Light Blue, welcome back to the stream. And hey, Jane Doe. What's my favorite video game? Currently, Elden Ring and Valorant are my 2 favorite video games to play. Rocket League? Is that really popular still, Galaxy? That's kind of cool. I have some friends that love that game. They don't make it from aspirin. Migraines are also terrible. Oh, hey, Bianca. Are you in New York City yet? Are you in New York? Salicylic acid is safe for all skin types. Yes, it is. I'm intelligent. I don't know about all of that, honey. Hey, Nabil. Yes, abs. Okay, so Elby says abs are made in the kitchen, not the gym. I heard this years ago and it seems to be true. Well, yes, so how do I say this? What that quote is referring to, LB, is that it doesn't matter how many push-ups or sit-ups you do. That's not going to be what gets you the abs. It's a calorie deficit that gets you the abs. And the best way to get a calorie deficit is by not fucking eating, in the kitchen. Like, so ironically, staying out of the fucking kitchen, stay out of the fucking kitchen, stay out of those bags of chips. Like, that's what they mean, because some people for so long always thought, oh, you got to do like 1,000 sit-ups and do this exercise and do this exercise. No, you're never going to get abs that way. You're only going to get abs by being in a calorie deficit and losing body fat. And there's only 2 ways to lose body fat. Well, 2 activities you can do to lose body fat. That is to burn calories through exercise, or it's to have a calorie deficit for eating less than what you're burning. That's the only way you can achieve this. And so again, that quote is about, they say, oh, if you just work out your abs so much. Like, I'll tell you right now, I actually have abs. Like, I can touch my abdominal section and I can feel my six-pack. I work my abs out already. So the work, like the strength training, is already there. The problem is I have a bunch of fucking fat in front of my abs. So when they say that abs are made in the kitchen, yes, visible abs are made through a calorie deficit and the loss of overall fat in your body. That makes sense? Well, it was just an allergic reaction, June, so it wasn't a big deal. It's not like I was I was gonna die, I'm not there yet. I'm taking a red eye, so the airport people watching. Oh, yikes. Well, that's okay, Bianca. Hello to everyone going to New York City. I'm not in New York. I'm in Columbus, Ohio. But Bianca is going to be in New York City. Well, it's my wine glass full of water. I don't drink anymore, so I have to feel fancy somehow, right? Meth was my Ozempic. Well, hopefully you look fine now, Spicy Nuggets. I'm from Toledo, Ohio, Galaxy. Born and raised in Toledo, Ohio. The little sister of Detroit. It's so ratchet. It's so ghetto. I grew up in the inner city. You know, I don't know. People say I have an accent. I don't know what that means. I feel like I speak broken English. I don't know. Light blue, you're right. You're totally right. My problem is that I like to drink my calories. I like to drink my calories. I used to love drinking cocktails. I'm a cocktail fiend. Give me a French 75 any day of the week. I'll drink it any day of the week. I used to love sparkling wines. I drink my calories. I love protein shakes. I love, lattes. I love sugary drinks. It's my weakness. That's where I don't like to eat. I mean, I can go without eating anything. But I love to drink stuff. It's kind of a big problem. I have to drink more water. That's a champagne flute. Yes, it is. First, last. June, what are you worried about me for? What do you communicate your concerns, darling? Galaxy, for your information, I usually troll to make the chat smile at the expense of the streamer's feelings. That's a pretty asshole thing to do, honestly. And I'm pretty sure that does not work. Like what? That's really dumb, to be honest. No hard feelings, man. Wasn't personal. Well, I don't take it personal because I don't know who you are, Galaxy, and you don't know who I am. I have to keep reminding you guys that I really don't give a fuck about your opinions. Right? Like I really don't. I really don't. It's all entertainment to me, and so I love trolls. I love entertaining trolls. I don't mind trolls. Um, so you didn't bother me at all, Galaxy. If you bothered me, you would have been banned. But the only people that bother me are spammers. Now that you want to get under my skin, spam the chat. You want to get banned, spam the chat. But outside of that, to be honest, there's nothing you can do to bother me, Galaxy. So, you know. But thank you for the apology. Or whatever you did. No hard feelings. Yeah, thank you for that. That's nice. But maybe don't do that to streamers because some streamers are not thick-skinned like me. Some people actually get their feelings hurt, which is dumb. Like, don't let people hurt your feelings on the internet. But, also don't be an asshole intentionally to people. That's not nice. It's not nice. Are you like miserable in your real life, in your personal life? What's going on, Galaxy? Let's talk about these things. What's going on, Galaxy? You liked and subscribed, not sub? Well, listen. You don't have to be a homo to be here. You come off like a Straggit to me, and Straggits are welcome in this community as well. So, no need to be a sub. You from USA or UK? I'm from USA. What did I eat for dinner? So, Jalen, I had a pretty interesting set of meals. I only had 2 meals today. I had a fish bowl that I had for lunch around 12 o'clock. And that had like crispy fried, deep fried fish with like coleslaw, lettuce, tomato, and a little bit of a relish. So good. And then I just had, before the stream, I had some pancakes. The Premier protein pancakes with it's like 30 grams of protein in 6 pancakes. It's so great. The macros are wonderful. So I love, love, love them. And they're really tasty too. So that's what I had for dinner, essentially. I had pancakes for dinner. You trolled Don Lemon and got a free shout out? Well, that's iconic. You didn't get to hear about my party, and I know you don't want to talk. Oh, it was fine. It was great. The party was great. My partner loved it. It was a little stressful at first because we've never had 50 people in our house at one time. And so that was a little bit of anxiety causing, having that many people in the house at once. We have a really, if you've seen pictures on Instagram, you know we have a very large backyard. And so we typically have a patio party. And I guess I never told you guys the context of why the party was inside the house to begin with, but it rained. If you're from Ohio, you know that we've been in a drought for months, like a level 3 drought. And then it finally, we've been rain dancing, we've been praying for rain. The farmers have been, committing suicide. I mean, I shouldn't joke about that. Sorry. I apologize to the YouTube gods. Not a funny joke. But the farmers have been pulling their fucking hair out about the drought because it's been really devastating to Ohio, right? And so it finally rained, and then when it rained, it torrential downpoured. It rained for days. Like every other day, it was like full of rain. It was crazy. And of course, the one time that I want to have a party is when it rains. So we had to have the party in the house. And I invited like 80 people, 80, 90 people to this party that it was going to be on the patio in the backyard, which is totally fine. We can serve that many people in the backyard. So thank God only 50 people showed up, because that was a lot more manageable for the house and it was still a little stressful. Anyway, it was great. For the food, I had a bacon wrapped sweet potato. I roasted that with a Cajun seasoning, brown sugar, salt, cinnamon. And then after it was roasted, I had a dipping sauce, just a warm maple syrup that guests could dip their little toothpick appetizer into there. Delicious. It sold out instantly. The first hour, I was all out of the bacon wrapped sweet potatoes. That's the first hour. Luckily, I made a lot of the regular, just roasted sweet potato without the bacon for the vegetarians out there, and that was still good. I had cupcakes with buttercream frosting. Um, I had deviled eggs. I had both hummus and guacamole with crudité. If you don't know what crudité is just like a fancy, obnoxious word for vegetables. So the vegetables that I chose for the hummus and the guac, I did a celery, a yellow bell pepper, a radish, and what else? There was four. Oh, carrots and a carrot. And that was great. And that was all the food. So that was good. So everything was great. So thank you for asking. There you go. Okay, sorry. Long answer. How was your day? It was a good day, but I had an allergic reaction, and that has made my evening a little bit annoying. Okay, June. I'm fine. Everything's fine. Yeah, it's an apology, man. Well, thank you, Galaxy. I appreciate you. I appreciate you being here. I really appreciate you being here. That's how you have to be in life. Botherless, and yes, I just made that word up. I am very botherless. I really am. Unless we're fucking, or you're writing the checks to pay this mortgage, I really don't care. Like, your opinion of me and my life, it just does not rank. It just does not rank. It doesn't. So, and I'm not fucking none of y'all. And none of y'all paying for this mortgage either. So, I mean, but when you do, if you start paying for this mortgage, then I'll care a lot about your opinions. I really will. We start fucking. Then yes, honey, yes. Your opinion will mean a lot to me. But until then, y'all, come on. I'll send you $100 if you smoke a rock on stream. I don't do drugs anymore, Ray. You guys are so fucking petty. Ray tarded. I've never done that, number one. But I would definitely not be breaking the law on stream. I'm not dumb. Yeah, $100 is like, I'm not a cheap hooker. What? Come on. George Floyd's last words was, "I can't breathe." Stop. That is not funny. Then he died of a fentanyl overdose. That's true. I mean, it's true. The brother was he was on a whole cocktail of drugs. He was. Oh, June, I'm so happy that you're here. I'm happy that you make a total evening out of it all. That's great. Hey, Jocelyn. We have another Galaxy in the house. Another Galaxy. Are you guys related? Jocelyn Galaxy and AI Music Galaxy. Are you guys sisters or brothers? Siblings? I've been good. You know, I'm always in my robe. I haven't been putting the shirt on because I've just been a little chilly these days with the weather change. So I have to get the robe out for that. Like I said, I had a really good day until I had my allergic reaction on my run. But we survived. We survived the allergic reaction. It was just so embarrassing too because when I'm on my runs, I don't stop. Like, because I don't want to look like a little bitch and stop in the middle of my run. Like, that's why I prefer running in the city where it's crowded, because if there's people around, I'm not going to stop. I'm going to keep moving because I'm not bitch made, right? So when I had the allergic reaction during my fucking run, I had to actually stop. And I was like so embarrassed. I was like sneezing. Every 30 seconds, I was like sneezing. And my sneezes aren't like, achoo. They're not like a dainty, like, achoo. It's not that. It's like a, ah, like it's a whole thing. So I was just, so it was really embarrassing. And if you guys know Columbus, then you know High Street. I was on High Street in the Short North on a Saturday, so it was crowded, right? I had to like weave in and out of the crowds, like a whole thing. And so once I started sneezing, I had to stop running. It was so embarrassing. I like went off onto another street that was quiet, more residential, so that I could sneeze in peace. And then I had to call my man and say, you have to come pick me up, because I cannot make it back home in this condition. I cannot breathe. My eyes were watering up. My nose were like, I was like, you know, my nose was running. It was just like, it was too much. And I had only finished 3 miles, so I didn't even finish the run. Like, I wasn't even like more than halfway done, you know? Like, I had just hit the halfway mark of my run. Oh my God, don't even, stop. That was my evening, but my day was really good. So we don't want to complain too much. Okay. Is the title of the video a George Floyd reference? It is not, La Pica Del Mono. It's not. I couldn't breathe earlier. Hey, welcome back, Tom Riddle. Thank you so much for talking about the party. I wish I was there, and I wish I had one of the bacon wraps. It was so, I don't know about the bacon, but the sweet potatoes was really good. And it, like, again, those were eaten up the first hour and a half, like, easily. They were gone. Hey, Demon God, welcome. We're so similar, Jocelyn. Listen, you can't be bothered with bitches on the internet. Not the internet. I wish I was paying for your mortgage and doing you. Well, listen, Light Blue, it may be in a different universe. With the red nose, you look like Juicy Smouye at his sentencing. I don't know who that is. Is my nose a little bit red? Probably. I can't wait to hear the tea on Paula. Oh my God. It's so... Let's talk about... We can talk about a little bit here, just because... Oh, well, Bianca, you are a member of my Patreon. Let me... If you Google... Well, not Google. If you go onto my Patreon and search Paula's Choice, there's a 30-minute video about why I am not supporting Paula's Choice as a skincare brand anymore. And it's extremely personal. So So definitely go watch that video, Bianca, because it really details why I stopped supporting them. Now, mind you, if you ever get a skincare consultation with me, which you can get that. I mean, you're a skincare girly yourself, so like, girl, you know what the fuck you're doing. But for people that are not into skincare, if you ever get a skincare consultation from me, I still recommend Paula's Choice because Paula's Choice skincare products are actually fucking phenomenal. They are. It is what it is. It's the fucking truth. I'm not a liar. It is what it is. So I may not like those cunts, but they know what the fuck they're doing formulating skincare products, period. And who am I to say otherwise, right? So I still recommend them to private people. In private, I recommend Paula's Choice products. However, I don't promote them on my social media channels. I don't buy from them ever because fuck them hoes. Really, really fuck them. They really fucked me over. And so fuck them, right? But I care about the people who follow me more than I care about my personal beef with them. So again, I still recommend them when it's appropriate, of course. But this new tea that I have, again, this is coming from an employee that was just laid off by the brand. Allegedly, I have to say allegedly because this is not public information and bitch is not gonna come. You're not coming to me to sue my ass, okay? That's not gonna happen. So allegedly, they've laid off a significant amount of people. And allegedly, they're gonna be laying off more people. And all I'm gonna say is, I have a lot of tea that I have to sit on because my friend is still going to be receiving their severance checks throughout the rest of this month. And I want to make sure that all her checks clear, motherfucker. Like, I want to make sure those checks clear before I spray their motherfucking tea. Because I'm going to spray their motherfucking... I've had it. I've had it with Paula's Choice. I've had it, okay? I cannot wait to do this video. I can't. I'm going to have to come out of my skincare drama channel, commentary channel, retirement to roast these bitches one more time. Because over the last year, I have been doing some more negative videos about them and some of the misinformation that they were putting out there in terms of their marketing campaigns. I talked about this stuff in my videos. I know my videos just really flopped and there's like a small percentage of skincare people that watch me, you know, all the time. But all the tea's out there on my channel. I haven't deleted any videos. So like, my criticisms of the brand are already out there, but hearing what I've heard recently the other day is going to confirm a lot of the shit that I already said and blow up some other stuff that's happening behind the scenes. I cannot wait, Bianca. I cannot wait. Anyway, don't get me started. God is good, baby. It is all the time. What am I allergic to? I have no idea, June. I was running outside and it happened while running outside. Hey, Robert Paulson, what's going on? Welcome, Corbin. Welcome back. I love having you here, Corbin Dallas. Hope you're doing well. Not Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. You a fan of Peruvian food, by the way? I actually am. There's a place in Columbus called... Now I'm going to forget the name. But there's this place in the brewery district of Columbus, Ohio that has Peruvian food. And I don't go there very often, but whenever I do, I go there like maybe once a year at this point. But whenever I go there, I always have an excellent experience. And Peruvian food is just so good. It's really good. So yeah, Luis Perez, I do like Peruvian food, for sure. But also, it's not just Peruvian food that they serve at this restaurant. Now that I'm thinking about it, it may be a mixture of different... Is it like Argentinian and Peruvian? I'm not sure. But it's good. It's really good. So what else is going on today, guys? Tell me what's happening. What's going on? Ask me questions now, y'all. You guys know this is a Ask Me Anything. They don't have to be rapid fire questions, but ask me a few questions so we can make the time go by quickly. Ooh, Korean barbecue. Korean barbecue is something I have not had much experience with. And I think it's because barbecue typically implies lots of meat, and I don't eat meat. But I wonder if there are vegetarian barbecue options for me or barbecue options that involve fish. Like barbecue shrimp. I'm gonna have to look into that. Are your glasses prescribed? Yes, I am definitely 4 eyes. I definitely cannot see. I cannot even read. Well, I can barely see. Okay, I can read that. But the farther away I get, like right here, I cannot read my phone. Like I can't read your comments on my phone. But right there, I can see. Still cutting trees from the storm. So yeah, I need my glasses to see. Especially details. Oh my god, LB, aren't you so happy that we got rain though? I was telling the girls earlier tonight that like Ohio, we've been in a drought, like a level 3 drought for so long. What's your opinion on Akron, Ohio? My dad was born there, but I don't know much about it. It's a little ratchet. Akron is what I would describe as a smaller Toledo, Ohio, where I'm from, but just with more Cleveland culture because it's closer to Cleveland than any other major city. Um, so yeah, it's a little ratchet. It's a little underdeveloped. I don't know much about it outside of that. I don't know what major industries are there in Akron. I don't know what is super appealing about Akron, but it is one of the larger cities in Ohio. So the largest cities are, of course, um, Cleveland, Toledo, Columbus, and Cincinnati, and Dayton. Those are the five largest cities. But I'm pretty sure that Akron is like number six. Pretty sure Akron is number six behind Dayton. So it's up there as one of the large cities. I just think that Akron gets overshadowed by Cleveland a lot of the times. We went 11 weeks with no rain. Not Ohio, hide your cats. I don't have a cat to hide, so my cat is perfectly fine. My cat died a long time ago. Karma, rest in peace. Um, but yeah, the girls down in Springfield, call Peter. Y'all want to talk about me and my dog being in a Duke being in a cage and how like I'm doing animal abuse? Call Peter on Cho. Call Peter on Cho. Call Peter on Cho. Call Peter on Cho. Call Peter on the girls down in Springfield, Ohio. How about you do that? You know, Peter didn't say shit about what was going down in Springfield, Ohio, allegedly. So, anyway, get off my dick talking about my dog Duke being in the cage. She's gonna stay in the cage too. Deal with it. My honeybees were starving and I had to feed them for about a month. Oh my, that's so traumatic. Oh my god, LB, we got to. You want to send me honey? We've got to figure. You know what? You know what I want to do? I'm going to send you an unlisted video. Oh. Why is that video unlisted? Oh, anyway, sorry. I'm like got distracted. Albie, I want some of your honey. I want some of your honey. We got to figure out a way. Do you have any? Oh, you can email me. Do you mind emailing me? If you want to email me, there's my email right there, and I'll send you my address. Sorry, I don't know why we didn't think about that. I know you're not a guy that like does the whole social media thing, so that's fine. Email's fine. I would love to try some, and I'll try it on stream. I'll make a big deal out of it. Ooh, I'll do so much with it. I'll do some special stuff with it too. I did not play Siege today. I will not be playing Siege tomorrow, and I will not be playing Siege next week. I will be playing Siege when I get my gaming channel set up. Well, yeah, so the thing with the P.O. Box, you're right, and I know that you're right because I used to have one. So when I was a Twitch streamer, I was a Twitch live streamer, and I streamed video games, and I was like doing all that shit on live. I did have a P.O. Box, and people gave me stuff all the time. It was really fun. It was really fun, whatever. But then I fell off. I stopped doing Twitch, and I was doing more of the YouTube videos, and I have not been live streaming again for that long, right? Like, at first, I was just live streaming once a week, and now I'm live streaming 3 nights a week. So it's kind of ramped up, and so it's something I will have to reevaluate moving forward. I do have a business address. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. And we'll see. We'll see what happens. I don't know. But if anybody wants to gift me something that I actually want, that I actually need, there is my Amazon wish list. There you go. And by the way, the Amazon wish list, I do prioritize the things that are lifestyle wishes of mine versus things I use for content. So the higher priority items are items that I would use for content purposes, or that would make my content producing more efficient or better or higher performing. And then I have things on there like I get oh man. So Instagram, I always get the ads for the reshoevinator. And so I really want to try to like clean my shoes and keep them fucking clean. And so I want to try that. I really want to try that. But anyway, but that's a low priority because like, or even like my clippers that I want to get that I'm saving up money for, that's a low priority, right? Like I don't need that to create content. I need that just because I want it myself. So if people want to buy me stuff like that, that's fine. But the higher priority are the things that actually are going to pour back into the content online, like a camera, like different tripods, like different upgrades for lighting. So those are the things that are higher priority. Even things like chargers. Like chargers are really important for content creation. In fact, I need to put another Anchor product on there. An Anchor, like a battery bank, a power bank that attaches to the back of your phone. I need to put that on there too because that's been on my wish list for a while now. But things like that those are the things I would love people to gift me. But I also love, bro's got a degree in yapology. Bitch, I do. I really do. I'm sorry. I really do have a degree in yapology. It's a PhD. I've gone to school for 8 years to get this degree in yapology. And I have a concentration in research in self-indulgence. That's where my concentration is in, under the degree of gapology. Now I'm off track. I forget what I was fucking saying. Let me just read comments. I was going to say, but I also appreciate people wanting to send me personal items that they have connections to. And I really appreciate you wanting to send me some of your own raw honey that you have helped to produce. That's so meaningful and so special to me and so thoughtful. So I really appreciate that type of generosity. Okay, let's keep reading. I live in a small 100-person population town with 2 beef farms. We always get honey from them. That's awesome. You're playing Dark Souls? Oh my god. I never played Dark Souls. Even though I'm an Elden Ring stan, I never played any of the other Souls games. How is that, Corbin? One of my favorite soups, I love gazpacho. I love a gazpacho. Love a gazpacho. I also love a sweet potato bisque. I love a lobster bisque. And to keep, egg drop soup. I love an egg drop soup. I love an egg drop soup. I love a fucking egg drop soup. Egg drop soup. And I'm gonna keep it real. That's about it. I mean, I do like soup, but I'm not eating soup enough to have like a lot of favorites. Do you know what I mean? But sweet potato bisque, lobster bisque, and egg drop soup, and gazpacho. Those are my 4 favorite types of soup. Hey, Cool Bacon. You live in Hazel, South Dakota. I used to be so scared of the beef farms because they ain't outside. They're literally directly in town. Oh, that's intense, Jane. How is it to live in a very, very small town like that? 100 people is insane. You must know everybody. And everybody must know you too, Jane. That's really crazy. Hey, Agent. How are you, Agent? I almost moved to South Dakota 4 years ago. Yeah, Bacon, welcome back. I should try Zuppa Toscana. It's amazing. I'll try it. Hey, Daniel. How are you, Daniel? LB says, when you said buying the Clippers wasn't a priority, your hairline frowned. Bitch, it did. My hairline is never going to catch a break on this stream. It's never going to catch a break. But when I do get when I can afford the Clippers, and I'll be able to afford them by the time Christmas rolls around, I think it's going to be like a Christmas thing for me. When I buy my Clippers, like, I'm going to be looking very crispy, okay? Very crispy. The hairline is going to be a hairline. It's going to be fun. It's going to be very crispy. So, like, I'm excited. It is giving the dome. It is giving the dome. Welcome back, June. I do know everybody. My worst enemy lives in the same town. Everyone knows my family by the family with 11 kids. 11 kids? Wait, so Jane Doe, I'm really invested now into your personal history and life story. Are you one of the 11 kids, or are you the mother that pushed out 11 kids? And your worst enemy lives in the same town? I need to know. Like, let's talk about it, Jane Doe. Let me get some lip balm, because I feel like we need a story time from you, Jane Doe. Do we talk about your family first or the enemy first? Let's talk about this shit, Jane. Okay, so we're gonna talk about the family first. Okay, this is okay. Stop. Daniel said plot twist. The worst enemy is one of the 11. Well, listen, when you have that many siblings, sometimes one of the bitches are your worst enemy. That happens sometimes. My abuelita, is one of like 9. And should I put this business out here? I don't like to do this with my own business. Well, I'ma just say it now, just because I've already teased it. But there was one point where my abuelita was going to be sued by one of her sisters. The sister was trying to help another family member to sue my abuelita. It's a whole situation. I'm not gonna get involved in it. I'm not gonna. I've already said too much. But all I'm saying is, sometimes your worst enemy is one of the fucking siblings. It's a mess. It's a mess. Hey, Slim Thick Savage, how are you today? What's going on? Daniel made Japanese curry with steak. Oh, that sounds really fucking good. I don't even eat steak, but that sounds really good, like a Japanese curry. I used to get, so there is a high Japanese population in Upper Arlington, Ohio, which is a suburb of Columbus. Well, is it a suburb? Yeah, it's a suburb. Yeah, it's a suburb. So Upper Arlington is like the northern part of Columbus, very, very fancy, and there's a very high Japanese population, so they have lots of Japanese stores. One of the famous markets is called Tensuke Market, which is a Japanese market right here in the heart of Columbus. I go there all the time. Anyway, I buy this Japanese curry. I forget the brand. I haven't bought it in a long time. I ought to buy some more. But anyway, it is so fucking good. Japanese curry, it rivals Indian curry. For sure, it rivals Indian curry. Okay. I am doing very well, Savage. I'm doing well. Also, Jane does. I'm the third oldest of 11 kids, 9 brothers, and oh my God. You're the third oldest of that. What? That's crazy. Anyway, so he apparently liked me when I was younger, but when I turned 6 and he hated me, he treated me horrible all the way up until I quit school. He treated me so bad, it wasn't even funny. Oh my God. You had a lot going on, Jane. Like verbally and sometimes physically hurting you. I hated him. Oh my God. I still see him for obvious reasons, and I hate every second of it. Oh my God. Bitch, Daniel, yes, I am. Yes, Daniel, I am talking. Yes, I am talking about that. Are you from? How do you know, Daniel? How did you know that that's actually the golden? Are you stalking me, Daniel? Veswani? Because that's exactly what I'm talking about. The S&B Golden Curry Cubes, yes, that I get from the Japanese market here in Columbus. How do you know? Oh, okay. I'm just checking. Okay. All right, Daniel. If you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. And if you don't know, then I need you to get it together and figure it out. But yes, the S&B Golden Curry Cubes are phenomenal. They're very, very tasty. They're very easy to use. It's like a, it's like a simple, semi-homemade food hack. You just got to cook your rice and, add your protein and your vegetables, and then you're good to go. You got the curry sauce, the curry cube. You just throw it right in there and you're good to go. It's phenomenal. It's phenomenal. Jane, this is crazy to me that, like, you still see this guy. Are there any communications with this guy? And did you ever talk to anyone about your issues with this guy who was basically bullying you? Was there ever a discussion? Do you know his family? I feel like in a town of 100 people, you got to know his family. You must know his mother. Why didn't you rat his ass out? You have a bunch of brothers. Why didn't your brothers beat his fucking ass? I mean, this is what you have brothers for, Jane. Jane, come on. This is why you have brothers. You have brothers to beat bitches up. Because they're looking like little boys, young boys are looking for a reason to air out their physical aggression. So all you had to do was tell them, hey, I need you to beat a boy up. And they would have said, time and place. Problem solved, right? So I don't know, Jane. I think you made mistakes. Savage, I'm doing well. I don't want to complain again about my allergic reaction, but I did have an allergic reaction. I'm okay. We survived. We're back to thriving now. I have a little bit of a nasal drip, but we're fine. We're fine. Your dad has 16. What? What do you mean your dad has 16 siblings? All by the same mom? There has to be a Guinness. There has to be a mixed, like a blended family going on here. That's wild. I mean, your mom was basically pregnant for almost 16 years straight. What? Same mom? That is crazy. I mean, the babies were just I mean, at that point, I mean, not to get graphic, but like at that point, the babies are just dropping. Like they're just dropping indiscriminately. Like she gets pregnant and the baby just drops. Like in and out, no time to heal, no time to tighten back up. It's just the babies are dropping. Like what? That's crazy. That's wild. 16 kids. Wow. Have I ever tried Filipino food? No, I have not. I think I tried it once at this place in Columbus, but a white man made the food. So like, did I really have Filipino food? You know what I mean? Like, did I really have? You know what I mean? I don't know. Call me racist if you want to, but I feel like if someone is like, I don't know, I need a Filipino to give me Filipino food. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm sorry. I cannot have white people cooking me soul food unless they're from the South. Now, unless that bitch is named Paula Dean, I don't want your fried chicken. I just don't. I don't want your fried chicken. You know? I saw that in New York City, there's like this famous like black girl that's making ramen. I don't want your ramen, black girl. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. If you speak too good English, I don't want your ramen. I just don't. Call me racist if you want to, but I don't want it. So, yes, I've had Filipino food one time and it was fine. It was good. I don't even remember what I had. It was so many years ago, but I feel like it was from a white guy. And so, did I really have Filipino food? I'm not counting it as a yes, Bianca. So, it's on my bucket list. Daniel has an Asian supermarket nearby in the Netherlands, and they carry them. Well, that's awesome. It's an international brand, obviously. It's an international brand for a reason. It's that good. I've never had Japanese curry. I'm gonna try it now. Judy, you gotta try it. Judy, you've got to try it. Like Daniel says, like Daniel says, there's not a person on this planet that has tried it and didn't like it. That does not exist. So, yeah, Japanese curry is good. Jane Doe says only eyeball communications. I've been to his house multiple times. My brothers were friends with him. I told teachers and my mom, but nothing ever came of it. He just kept going. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, Jane. It's terrible. My best friend's dad has 11 siblings, and most of them don't talk anymore. That's so sad. Yeah, Judy, it's like a bouillon cube. Or bouillon? Bouillon? I say bouillon. Bouillon? Is that how you pronounce it? I'm not French. Alyssa's over here playing Fort, and all I hear is this drama. I mean, listen, the stream is usually dramatic. Alyssa. Hey, Lisa. How are you, Lisa? My dad's oldest brother is 30 years older than him. That's wild. That's wild. Okay, no, you haven't really had Filipino food. Definitely has to be a Filipino cooking. Listen, I'm not mad at you, Bianca. I agree. I agree. So no, I haven't had it yet, babe. But it's on the bucket list. It is on the bucket list. Brittany Murphy did a movie called Ramen Girl in 2008. Ramen is serious business. It is. It's become very popular. There has been several ramen shops that have opened up in Columbus, and they're all successful. They're all successful. Like Ampersand is one in Columbus that's become really successful. The Sleeping Turtle is another one that's extremely successful here in Columbus. And the third one that just opened up, I can't think of the name, but it's in the short north and it's extremely successful. And they're like all close to one another. So like it's not even niche enough where they're competing with each other, you know what I mean? Like where they're interfering through competition. No, there's such a high enough demand for ramen in Columbus that there's no sense of competition between the all the different ramen places. It's kind of wild how popular it is. Um my grandpa's first cousin had 27 kids. Are you guys Catholic? Do you guys not just believe in like birth control? What is going on? Jalen Davis wants to know, have you ever smoked cigarettes? Of course I have. Yes, I have. So it's so disgusting, but it was such a vibe. Like smoking cigarettes is definitely a vibe, depending on how you do it. Um, when I was in college, I did lots of drugs and lots of alcohol, and I was a crazy person. And I danced on tables. I got kicked out of bars. I did a lot of the show that you guys see now, the conservative libertarian show that's like classy based and put together and nice and volunteers and does all this shit. It's not the show I was in college. I was a crazy person in college. And so I did smoke cigarettes, and I always smoked cigarettes at a place called B&D, which is short for Bagel and Deli. Now, if you're from Chicago, you know what Bagel and Deli is probably because they have a Bagel and Deli in Chicago. If not, then you would have had to go to Miami University where it's began. It's a bagel shop. And so I would go party, dipping it and doing it out on the town in Uptown. And then I would go order my salty whore, which is a bagel that you can order at Bagel and Deli. We used to call it B&D. And I would get my, what do they call those? American Spirits. I would get, because you could buy singles. I would buy a single, because I never bought a pack of cigarettes before in my entire life. I would buy a single American Spirit, and I would just smoke my cigarette outside of B&D while waiting for my salty whore bagel at 3 o'clock in the morning. And it's something I only did I only did it on, it's so fucking dumb. I only did it like on the weekends when I partied, like on Saturday nights or Friday nights. So I would smoke 2 cigarettes a weekend. But yeah. But no, I don't smoke cigarettes now. I have not smoked a cigarette since college. And that's been a long time. It's been like over a decade ago. My ex-boyfriend, his dad smoked cigars, so I would sometimes smoke cigars with my boyfriend's dad. But again, that was also over 10 years ago. So since then, I have not smoked a cigarette. Don't recommend. Welcome, huh? Welcome to the chat. Not as much, but my dad's side, grandma had 9 siblings. This is crazy. Not Marlboros or Newports, American Spirits. Huh? I'm a storyteller. Like, I talk nonstop. I have a master's degree, no, a PhD in yapology. So I'm a yapper, and I have a concentration in self-indulgence. So yes, I talk a lot. Get over it. Um, you can leave if it's too much. Go find someone that tells the length of stories that you value and that you appreciate. Um, I got it online. It's an online degree. AlGore'sInternet.com. www.algore'sinternet.com. Is this free Yappuccino night? It is. Saturday night. So every Saturday night is a free Yappuccino night in this community. Yes, it is. I never had the orange American Experience. I always ordered the blue pack of American Spirits. I never tried the orange. I never even know that they had an orange one. He had 17 kids with his first wife and then remarried and had 10 more when she died. Woof. Or apostolic. Oh, apostolic Lutheran. There you go. That's cultural. It's definitely cultural. I know a couple of you folk, and you guys like to have kids. Yes. God told y'all to go forth and multiply, and so y'all are being obedient. That does not mean one and done. I'm a one and done. I'm an only child. I'm an only child. I'm sassy. I definitely have a sassy ass. I do. I have the sassiest ass on YouTube, probably. Oh my God, Jane Doe. He said, God told y'all to go forth and multiply. And so, bitch. So that's what y'all did. I know that's right. I know that's right. Get it in, honey. And with the same man, listen, that's right. Nothing's wrong with that. With the same man, go forth and multiply. That is funny. You can take some of my siblings if you want, ranging from ages 18 to 1.5. Back in the day, farmers would drive on tractors nutting on the local women. That is crazy. What do you mean by that? what what do you mean? Not the local woman. What do they do to the non-local woman? Now Jane says, honestly, I don't want that many kids, but however many kids God gives me, I'll take. Now listen, Jane, I'm about to clock your T right now. You're gonna have 8 kids, at least, a minimum. But what you just said just now, you're having at least 8 kids. You can't fool me. You're about to have 8 kids at least. What would you name your kids, Jane? Give us some. Look, give us some baby names. Give me some baby. I'm so into this. Like, I want to just like come meet you, Jane, and like hang out and do stuff. I mean, this is so interesting to me. Let's talk baby names. LB is so dumb. um, this ain't multiplication, it's exponential. It is. My bestie's parents are apostolic and they take in many foster kids, and my bestie has 5 siblings, and her ex was also her foster brother. Her ex was also her foster brother. That's a little weird. No, that's not weird. Did no one else caught that? Or am I the only one that's like, I mean, okay, if that's normal, then fine. Well, just fuck me. Fuck Cho. Okay, whatever. Okay, so first I like the name Aspen for a girl. That's such a good name. That's an S tier name for a girl. Aspen. Yes. I don't know why, but I can't remember any other names I like. Let me go look. Bitch, you got them written down, Jane. Now, you've been capping this whole time. You're having at least 12 kids. If you have the names written down somewhere, girl, don't try to play coquettish in this chat. No. Don't try to play coquettish. Like, you are having 12 children. You have names already picked out. Aspen's going to be the girl. Like, I want to hear more names, though. This is so fun. Not everybody catching the semen shower. Ugh. Child. What a mess. Hey, Ruben Romero. Joseph? Joseph. 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 That has a ring to it. That definitely has a ring to it. Just join recap, please. There is no recap, Ruben. This is an Ask Me Anything stream, so I answer questions, Ruben. I'm not giving a recap of all the things we've gone over. Just ask me a question if you want to ask me a question, Ruben. I guess the only appropriate recap is just like if you're nosy about my life, I had an allergic reaction today on my 6-mile run, and it ruined my evening. But that's the only noteworthy thing that happened today. Okay, they started dating when me and her was in middle school, and then something happened with his family, so my bestie's parents adopted him, but they still dated, and they screwed many times at night. Oh my God! Oh. So your friend was dating this guy, and then her family adopted him. That is still strange. Because not him being the son-in-law and the son at the same time. That's weird. Hey, Babo, how are you? Welcome back, Babo. I'm always happy to have you here. Always happy to have you. I've called you that during live stream before, but that's why it sounds like it has a ring to it. Okay, well, I was trying to find my list, but now I have to say something. In my defense, it's not a list. It's a Pinterest board I made for my mom when she found out she was pregnant, but then she miscarried. Oh my God, these depressing stories, y'all. I'm so sorry about that. Miscarriages are a lot more common than people think. A lot more common. Sorry your mom had to go through that. Hopefully she's not been discouraged. I decided to not have any kids, but if I had a daughter, I always thought the name Persephone was pretty, like the Greek goddess. That is very pretty. That really rolls off the tongue. Persephone. But how would you, what's the nickname? Sephi? Is Sephi the nickname? Because with a name with that many syllables, you've got to have a nickname. Persephone? Persephone is a very beautiful name. It's a very enchanting name. But Sephi, I feel like it gives like, I would call her Sephi. Hey, Sephi. Persephone. Not Trosephone. Okay, LB and Babo, you guys are crazy. Oh, have a good night, Alyssa. I hope you have fun in Fortnite. I hope you have fun in Fortnite tonight. Hey, Ben Hannah. Harlow and Palmer for a girl. Maybe Forrest for a boy. I like Harlow. Palmer? I'm not the biggest fan of Palmer because it reminds me of Palmer's lotion, cocoa butter, like Palmer's cocoa butter, which is soft. It makes the skin soft and supple, so maybe, I don't know. But Palmer, Palmer. I love Harlow. Harlow's cute. And I know a boy Forrest. And he's a cute guy. So yeah, Forrest is good. Also, come to Watertown, South Dakota, and I will bring you to a coffee shop to talk about all my baby names. I would love that. I would love that so much. And she's pregnant again, but good for her. They broke up many times. I mean, many, many times, but he hits on me even though I have a boyfriend, and currently we've been dating more than 3 years. But anyway, my best friend hated him. Well, you should hate him too. Why would he be hating on you if you have a boyfriend? Like, seriously. And knowing that you are the best friend of his ex. Like, he's a fuckboy. Stay away from him. Perseph? Like Joseph. Perseph. I don't know about Perseph. It's too... It's... I feel like a nickname... I don't know. Perseph sounds too hard to pronounce. Like, a nickname has to roll off the tongue in a very flawless type of way. Perseph doesn't do that. It's not rolling, it's stumbling. It's stumbling off the tongue. Arnold Palmer iced tea, those are tasty. I think Sephi. I ruined Albert Palmer for you. I'm so sorry, Jane Doe. I'm so sorry. I'm just being honest. I'm just being honest. Palmer, I don't know. Palmer is just not. Palmer's not giving. It's not giving to me. But Harlow, keep that on the list. Forrest, keep that on the list. For sure. Josephine. Listen, Josephine eats too. Josephine eats too. Cho for short. Cho for short. Josephine eats. That's I mean, no lie. Josephine eats hard. That's actually a really epic. I mean, it's an epic name. It's an epic name. Hey Matsy. Cholmer, not Cholmer. Ruben Romero says, I've always loved Pantufla. Pantufla. Now, wait, Pantufla. Pantufla sounds like an abuelita. Like a short and stout abuelita. That's what Pantufla sounds like. What's going on? Pantufla Guadalupe de Maria? That's somebody's abuela. Okay? That is somebody's abuela. I don't know about that, Ruben Romero. To name your daughter? That's not giving. I'm sorry. Percy's a cute name, Justin. I do like Percy. And I do know a Percy in real life. He was not very nice to me in college, but he has a pretty name, so he has that going for him. Pantufla Guadalupe de Maria. I mean, no. It sounds like an older woman from Guatemala whose husband died and left her acres upon acres upon acres of land, and then she sold the land to some big time developer in the US of A, and now she's a billionaire. That's what Pantufla Guadalupe de Maria sounds like to me. But that's what that's like. That's what that's giving. It's giving Pantufla was married to this guy that owned a bunch of land in Guatemala, and he was talking about how, oh, this is a family land. I'm never going to give this land up. We're going to keep this in the family. It's going to stay in Guatemala, da 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 da. And as soon as he died, the land was given to her as the wife. And she's like, no, I'm out of here, baby boy. My name is Pantufla Guadalupe de Maria. And these white people up in America, they can buy this land off of me. I could become a billionaire. That's what Guadalupe, that's what Pantufla is. That's Pantufla. Pantufla. Anyway, it was weird because her parents would take her to dirty store, if you know what I mean, and they encouraged her to have sex. And her parents knew that they were screwing and they were fine with it. What? No wonder the girls are fucked up in the head. This is crazy. What? How old was she? This is wild. What in the ratchet shit is this? Parker, good name. Finnegan, great name. Holland, yeah, that's a good one. Everett, Cohen. Cohen is good. Grayson's a good one. Carson, I'm not into Carson. I'm into Carson. I like Carson. Beckett, Ronan, Colton, Hudson, Maverick. Those are all actually really good. To be honest, those are all really good. Those are all good. Parker, Finnegan, Holland, Everett, Cohen, Grayson, Carson. And you know why they're good? Because they all have easy like nicknames in the names. Like, yeah. Yeah, I actually love those boy names. That's why I come to this channel. Josephine gives it to you straight, but he is not anything but straight. A national treasure. Thank you. Thank you, Babo baby. Thank you. Put some respect on that. Pantufla is slippers in Spanish. Slippers? Well, she was a slippery bitch. Selling the land off to the Americans like that. That's a slippery bitch it makes. The name applies. Very slippery. Oh, hey, Cosmo Wolf. Welcome to the stream. Pantufy. Pantufy is really, really wild. That's a really wild name. Liliana. Or Lilana. And your son, Leo. I like the name Leo. Liliana's cute. Tufla. Listen, I feel like I just wrote like a storyboard for Pantufla. I feel like I need to like write a novel now about Pantufla's life. Like I feel like I was onto something. I need to write a biography about Pantufla Guadalupe de Maria. Like I have to like finish her story. Because she has a story like exploring her life as the wife of her husband. You know what I mean? When she was just a housewife. And then the life that she built after becoming a billionaire, but betraying the family and taking the land and selling it to the white folk. Like, there's a story there somewhere, right? With Pantufla. Pantufy, yeah. My best friend is 17, but at the time 15, and he was 17 or 18, but they had to watch it because he was also in CPS, and they couldn't have them in a room by themselves, but they went, oh my God, this is so ratchet. I'm so sorry. There appears to be a lot of ratchet ghetto activity surrounding you, June. I'm so sorry to hear that. Make your money and move away. That's all I can say. Make money, get to work, move away from this area and environment. It sounds very not like a safe, thriving environment that you've been living in. So work very hard, try to build skills, be productive, pour into yourself. Always be pouring into yourself, June. Because I know you're a young girl, and I think it's really important to tell our young girls that you are capable and that you should be pouring into yourself. And I know that we try to train women to always look after the well-beings of others before themselves. No, don't fucking do that, okay? Take care of yourself, June. Stop worrying about everyone else's feelings. Start worrying about your needs and how you can improve your life for the better, because once you can get to a place where you are successful and thriving mentally, physically, and spiritually, you're then able to give more of yourself to other people and be more of a positive impact on other people in society. So take care of yourself first, June. Get the fuck out of wherever area you're in. Go get a job, go get a career, go on a journey, and build skills. Okay? Don't piss me off. Okay. I'm seeing more support for Pantufla than anything. Well, listen, I think at first I was not feeling it, but now that I have a little bit of her backstory, I'm definitely 100% I'm 100% in support of you naming your daughter Pantufla. I feel like at this point, naming your daughter Pantufla would give her some of that energy, that strong, bad bitch energy that Pantufla Guadalupe de Maria has. You know? Yeah. Hey, Sam. For girl names, Noah. Oh, Noah for a girl is really great. Let's stop right there. That's an amazing name. Noah for a girl is great. Heaven, Summer, Talon, Everly. Oh my God, Everly is so pretty. Octavia, another pretty name. Adriana, Nora, Mila, Camry, and Paisley. Noah, Heaven. I don't know if I'm feeling the name Heaven, because I know a Heaven and she's hellish. I know a Heaven and she's pretty she's hellish. I feel like that's like it's like playing in God's face. Like, don't play in God's face, right? Like, don't play in God's face and call your girl Heaven, because she'll be a nightmare growing up. She'll be a nightmare. She's gonna be the wild one. She's gonna be the one. Don't play that game, Jane. Don't play that game, Jane. I love Noah for a girl. I love that for a girl. Summer is a classic name for a girl. Talon, I love Talon. Everly is really pretty. Octavia, I feel like Octavia is like a really, I don't know why I think of like pretty dark-skinned black girls when I think of Octavia, but like I love that name. Adriana, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right. Correct me if I'm wrong, Jane Doe. Mila, I like Mila. Camry, I love Camry. The more I look at that and the spelling, the more I like it. And Paisley, I like Paisley. Paisley's cute. Tufla needs her own novel. She does. Yes, Ruben. And then she discovers herself. She probably moves away from Guatemala and she moves to America. And then later on in the novel, after she goes through heartbreak with like her new love, because she's a widow, right? She's a widow. She finds love again. And then she's in America trying to make it as a billionaire in America from Guatemala, whatever. And then towards the end of the story, I feel like she goes back to Guatemala, to the farm, to her homeland that she sold off to these evil white people, right? That's what white people are always evil in the stories, right? As we know, this liberal society we live in, the white people are always evil. So in this story, they got to be evil, I guess. So she goes back to Guatemala and she sees the farm that she sold to the white people in America, and she has this moment where she's just kind of like, did I do the right thing? Well, I had to do like a Guatemalan accent. Did I do the right thing? Did I do the right thing? You know, she's contemplating. She has a little bit of self-reflection. She's looking at her life and her life choices. You know, her situation with her children are all fucked up because she sold their family home. You know what I mean? And she moved away. So like she's been trying to buy their love ever since. It hasn't worked out, but she comes back home and I don't know. What happens next? I don't know. This is too much. This is like a lot. Okay, sorry. um, we've been besties since 6th grade. I think we were like 7th grade, and she went away for a while because she was sending nudes to strangers and came back. Her ex also threatened to bomb our school. Oh my god, this is a mess. Cosmo Wolf, oh my god. Funny enough, someone followed me home the other day because he wanted to ask me out, but when I said no, bro started cussing me out and calling me ugly. P.S. I'm 23, he looks like he's in his 40s. Girl, stop. I hate when a bitch is trying to holler at you and when you say no, all of a sudden you're ugly. All of a sudden you're ugly. It's like, well, bitch, was I ugly when you were trying to eat me out? Like, was I ugly then? Because how am I not ugly then, but I'm ugly now? Like, there's a disconnect. There's some cognitive dissonance happening right here that I don't understand. That's so crazy. Were you guys flirting before Cosmo? Did you like meet him at a bar? Like, I need more context for this story. I need more context. Teferi, that sounds like a Pokemon, like Clefairy. Pantufla's our girl. Oh, Haven. Okay, Haven. Okay, Haven. Okay. Noah, I think Noah is the name, Jane Doe. I'm calling that now. I think Noah Sky. Noah Sky is the name of your first baby girl. And we know you're going to have 12. You're having a dozen kids. We know. So she's going to be one of maybe many. But Noah Sky needs to be the first name of your girl. I love that name. Bernetta, Betty. Bernetta, ooh, that's a strong name. Bernetta. Bernetta sounds like someone that, she sounds like an older auntie that makes the potato salad at family gatherings every year. And no one else can make potato salad because Aunt Bernetta is the only one that's allowed to make potato salad at Thanksgiving. Like, that's what Bernetta is giving. Tova, that's cute. Adriana, I like that. Penelope is cute. Penelope is cute. I like that. Tufla needs her own story. I'm gonna start story writing. Yeah, yeah. I love this, Jane. See, it's so funny. You guys, like, these live streams are so, like, the potential for these live streams are just wild because I really can talk about anything and be totally in love. Like, as you guys, if you've been watching me long enough, you know that I can talk about a wide range of topics and they can be the most mundane shit ever. And I'm going to get my fucking life talking about it. But we can talk about anything. Like, I know that for a while, the community only wanted me to talk about politics, and it was very ranty because I have lots of ranty thoughts about politics, right? But, like, we can also have streams that we just talk about baby names, right? Like, that's totally okay with me. These live streams are about whatever you bitches want it to be about. Honestly, I go with the flow. So if we're talking about something, you know what I mean? Like honestly, K-pop. Don't get me started on K-pop because my favorite K-pop song right now. Talk to you later, later. Oh my god. Ooh, ooh. I'ma link it. I'm sorry you had to hear me sing just now. But bitch, this song is so good. Ugh. Talk to you later. Don't get me started. Okay. Don't get me started. Don't get me started. Don't get me started. Okay. Call the girl Destiny so she has a career in the trailer park. What? I don't get that. Oh, thanks for the sub, Ruben Romero. Why can't I breathe? Well, it's a reference to the fact that I had an allergic reaction earlier today, Jassy. Welcome to the stream tonight, Jassy. Oh, you were walking home from uni because your motorcycle broke down and this dude didn't even help me push my moped. He just walked behind me while I'm panting like a damn dog pushing my bike. Oh my God. What a fuckboy. What a fuckboy. That was the... That's... What? He didn't even help you? That's crazy. I always read Penelope as Penelope. Oh. That's awkward. Don't do that. Hey, honey love. Welcome to this chat. Imagine you decided to write the story of Tufla and you won an award and they asked you, so how did you come up with this idea for the story? It will be an Academy Award winning story, a novel, the story of Tufla. That's the title right there. The story of Tufla. Let me rename that. Let me rename it. I have to rename this stream. Sorry, I changed the title of the stream. Hey Detroit, I don't know who you are, but I want to tell you that you are an incredible person and do not let anyone tell you otherwise. Never give up on your dreams. I know your hard work will pay off, but thank you so much, Detroit. So we still haven't done the DNA test, but her brother contacted me. Wait, stop. Wait, stop. By DNA test, I know you're not talking about the baby drama with their boyfriend. Wait, let me get another drink. Let me get... Now wait, because we're about to get into some shit with Honey Love. Wait, stop. Honey Love is in the stream. We're about to talk about some bullshit. So let me get another drink. I'll be right back. Wait a second. I just know Honey Love's ass is about to come in the stream with some fucking bullshit, and I'm ready for it. I'm here for it. Let's spray some abundance. Spray. Because we want to always have all things abundance, especially when we're talking about some bullshit like DNA test results. Okay. And I have some ginger ale. Oh, actually. Love it. Okay, let's read what Honey Love has to say. So we still have not done the DNA test, but her brother contacted me and was accusing me of stopping him from taking the test and said I should make him take the test. I cussed him out. First of all, there's so much wrong with this comment. Y'all should be doing the DNA test, number one. We already established that in the last stream. You should be getting the DNA test because you would dead this entire situation after getting the results, right? But furthermore, why is her brother contacting you? It's none of her brother's fucking business, okay? Two, he shouldn't be contacting you. You're not the one who is liable for owning this child, okay? He should be contacting your boyfriend, who is the potential fucking father of the child, of his potential nephew or niece. So this is, I'm glad you cussed him out because he was out of bounds from multiple different angles. Why are you talking to the boyfriend's girlfriend, the potential baby daddy's girlfriend? What? That's very bitch made of him. Shame on him. And I hope you cussed him out real good, honey love. I hope you cussed him the fuck out. I really do. I really do. And told him that it's not my job to see to it that he gets tested and that that's her responsibility to find her kid's dad, not mine, then blocked him. Period. And I hope you threw a couple F-bombs in there too, honey love, because that's some fuckboy shit that he did. Calling you, contacting you. What? That's wild. Yeah, I'm doing fine, Jassy. I gotta circle back to the watery eyes and red nose has you looking like Juicy Smouye, aka Jussie Smollett during his sentencing. You know, Jussie Smollett is not a bad looking guy. He's actually an attractive looking guy. I'll take it. I'll take it. Oh, that's good. When I was younger, I always wanted my mom to name her daughter Gloria or Julia or Natasha. I have a cousin named Natasha now, and my mom had no daughter. That sucks. Honey Love is back with the tea. Oh, yikes, June. That's crazy. Choesamar, yes. Like, him coming at me like I'm to blame for the test not being done is wild. She can take him to court to force it to be done. Why get mad at me? I can't force him to take the test, and I don't have to. He should get the test. I told him to, but he said no, and I can't force him. I can't make him do nothing. Her brother was accusing me of being the reason why the test isn't done, and that's not my fault. You know what? I'm gonna do that. Yeah. It's making the list. But we gotta talk about this, honey love. Small intermission while we add this name to the list. Jussie Smollett. Is it Jussie Smollett or Jussie Smollett? Okay, so let's recap. We haven't done a recap in a long time. These are all the different celebrities that I look like according to viewers. And yes, I have a whole list. It's a growing list. My celebrity lookalikes according to viewers. A-Train from The Boys, Chris Rock, Terrence Howard, Derrick Rose, the basketball player, Dr. Doolittle's son, Braxton from The Jamie Foxx Show, Chingy, Snoop Dogg, Will Smith, Jaden Smith, Steve Urkel, Stefan Urkel, LeVar Burton from The Reading Rainbow, The Kid and Everybody Hates Chris, Usher, Ronnie Raisin Cannon, Mike Tyson, John Legend, Diddy, Carson from the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Tevin Campbell, Obama, 21 Savage, Tiger Woods, DUI pick, 2550C01 Lego piece, If Diddy and Spike Lee Had a Child, Red from Friday, Callan Allen, A Greasy Summer Walker, and Jussie Smollett. So, there you go. Okay, so, honey, we've got to talk. So, your boyfriend has decided he doesn't want to take the test. Why does he not want to take the test? Is it because he knows that it's his kid? Is that why he doesn't want to take the test? What's going on? Like, I know you can't make him take the test, but I'm just keeping it 100. I'm keeping it straight shot, no chaser. This would concern me. This would concern me a little bit if my boyfriend was being accused of being the father of some child, and he was saying, I'm not the father, fuck your kid, that's not my baby, but then would not take a paternity test. I think he had a baby with this girl. I think he got this girl pregnant. And the reason why, and I know that you explained the situation to us the last time in the last stream, that this baby was conceived before you. So this is not like a cheating situation. This is not like a loyalty situation. However, the issue for me becomes what this behavior indicates about your boyfriend overall. And if it's true, because again, this is all speculation, this is all gossip, this is all opinion, okay? If it's true that he thinks he can potentially be the father of this child, and he's refusing to acknowledge that truth or that potential truth, that makes him a garbage person. And the reason why is because absentee fatherism in America is one of the biggest reasons of our society's downfall. Not having a father in the life of a child is so pernicious on so many levels, and it's so devastating in so many subtle ways. And for a man to shirk the responsibilities of being a father, I think is, quite frankly, deplorable behavior. And as someone that's always had my father be a part of my life, shout out to my dad who watches my streams. Thank you, Dad. Love you. As someone that has always had a father in his life, I have seen firsthand from other lives how devastating it is to not have a father be a part of their life. And so what that leads me to believe, again, this is all speculation. We don't know the truth about this baby because he doesn't want to take a DNA test. So he is forcing us to speculate about him because he refuses to take the DNA test. But if he is intentionally avoiding responsibility right now, then that would lead me to believe that he would do the same thing to you. I mean, I know we don't like that hoe over there. The baby mama, she's a hoe, and we know she's a hoe, whatever. But just imagine that you were in her shoes and you thought genuinely that he was the child of your baby. How would you feel if he refused to take the DNA test? So let's catch up on chat. Thank you, Babo. Thank you. Thank you, baby Babo. They be trying to drag me. I don't know why he doesn't want to take the test. I don't know why I don't know why he doesn't want to take it. He's dealing with health issues and family issues too. So maybe he feels like it's another thing added to his plate and his family doesn't want him to take the test. Okay, so let me explain this. Let me respond to this. Because I get it. It's overwhelming. But you're saying that he doesn't want another thing added to his plate. Honey love, it's already on his plate. This DNA test, this whole situation with this baby mama, potential baby mama, it's already on his fucking plate. What taking the DNA test does, it removes something from his plate. So, and this is a kind of a caveat into like advice on how to deal with stress management and the feeling of being overwhelmed, because we all experience this feeling of being overwhelmed, right? And it's like you get sensory overload. You've got health issues, you've got family issues, you've got issues at work, you've got personal goals. You want to lose 20 pounds before the next year. You got a lot of shit going on, right? You've got finances. Am I saving enough money? You've got all these things happening in your life all simultaneously. And sometimes I think the best way to deal with things is by honestly checking shit off the list, doing what you can to accomplish one thing at one time. I think that when you're trying to juggle everything, it becomes more stressful, right? Literally. That's literally that's the comparison I use, or the analogy I use when it comes to dealing with the feeling of being overwhelmed. It's like you're juggling. And so right now he's juggling issues with his family, issues with his health, and issues with the baby mama, potential baby mama. Well, he's juggling 3 balls. I think if he took the DNA test, he would then only have to juggle 2 balls, right? And to me, that is the more ideal outcome. So I don't know. Like, I get that that's an issue for him, but it's not an excuse for him to not deal with issues. It's just going to get worse. I entered Maury mode. I did. His family's worried about his health, and so is he. We all are. They feel like his main focus should be on his health. I mean, I get it. I get it. But this issue's not going away, is the point I'm trying to make. Chawindi Dilliams. And since she has a husband who's saying he's the dad and is raising the kid as his own and even has his own name, they want him to focus on his health. I mean, I disagree. I really disagree. I don't think taking a DNA test is that complicated. I don't think it takes that much energy. I don't think it takes that much out of a person. It's an afternoon. Piss in a cup. I don't know. I don't think it's taking that much energy or time to do a DNA test. What's taking more energy is the harassment from these fucking bitches, right? It's the harassment from the brother. It's the harassment from the potential baby mama. Like, it's that harassment that's taking energy and putting more stuff and stress on his plate. And it's not right. And I think taking the DNA test would solve that aspect of his life. If he takes the DNA test and it shows that he's not the father, what happens next? Well, naturally, they cut all ties. There's no reason for them to contact you ever again, right? So I would really love if that were the outcome. You take the DNA test, you're not the father, and then you never have to hear from these sons of bitches ever again. Why is that not like the goal here? And then you really could 100% focus on his health, right? I don't like how her brother is acting like I owe it to her to find her baby daddy. I don't even know that damn girl. Yes, he should take the test, but I'm not the one who should force him. No, you're not. You're totally right. You're not the one. No, you shouldn't force him. You can't force him. He's an individual. And she sent him a Cash App request asking for $200. He didn't send it. I don't know her damn family. Just need to leave me alone. This is not my responsibility. Well, that's okay. So that's what I mean, honey love. Why is she sending him requests? This is harassment. And honestly, the DNA test would end it all. It would end it all. It really would end it all. Have a good night, Jane Doe. Thank you for the conversation tonight. I appreciate you so much. We had so much fun talking about baby names. That was so cute. Yeah, I didn't see the drunk grandma story. Hey, Far, how's it going? June's grandma's flashing people? Well, that's wild. June, you gotta get the fuck out of there. Seriously. Seriously, get your YouTube channel popping. Work on your YouTube channel. Make money. Get the fuck out of there. It's a toxic environment. So ratchet. You want to make money? Honey love, keep us updated, girl. We're all rooting for you. You do not deserve this bullshit that you got into from dating this boy. You don't deserve it. He should be beating the fuck out of this brother, by the way. Don't be messaging my girl, talking shit to her, demanding things of her. Boy, if I'd show up at your fucking doorstep talking to my girlfriend like that, are you crazy? That's crazy. These people are ratchet as fuck. Awesome Sauce says, how's your night? My night's really good. I'm having a good time chatting with the girls tonight here on this live stream. It's been really fun. We've talked about a lot of fun things. It's been good. Cho, do you like hot sauces? Yeah, a couple. Like, I'm not into spicy food like that. And am I a fan of hot sauce? I mean, yeah, I like hot sauce on my hard-boiled eggs. But I don't really eat hot sauce on other stuff, to be honest. What's your favorite hot sauce, Far? And then she said, because I'm not his wife, I shouldn't ask questions. But she wants me to help her find her baby daddy. So, okay, I'ma keep it real with you. I don't think she wants you to help her find her baby daddy. She wants to make sure that your boyfriend is not her baby daddy. And there is a difference. She's not asking about a random baby daddy. She's asking about your man being her baby daddy. And that is different. This guy who is friends with my older cousin, he came over, my grandma likes him, and he and her were drunk. She had a robe on. She flashed him. Ugh, that's disgusting. You blocked them all? Good. Your favorite's Texas Pete. I'm lame. I like Red Hot. Frank's Red Hot is just what I'm used to. It's what I grew up around, and so it's just familiar to me. Violence, the term says violence is never the answer, it's always the answer. That's funny. If someone doesn't know the father of their child, they should rethink their whole life. I mean, true. It's true. I mean, this is a very ratchet ghetto situation. And I think there's a lot of people in this story being irresponsible. The only victim here is really Honey Love. She's really the only one that's kind of a victim in this story. But everyone else is on some fuckboy shit. I mean, everyone's on some fuckboy shit, honestly. Honestly, Honey Love, she needs to shut the fuck up talking to you, period. You should not be talking to anybody on that side. You don't have anything to do with them or the situation. You were not with him when he fucked her. This has nothing to do with you, Honey Love. So the fact that they're even reaching out to you is strange to me. Very strange. I mean, you should suggest that he takes the test. I agree with that. But in terms of convincing, I don't think you should try to convince him. I think that if you guys talk about it, you should say, hey, I think you should take the test because it will dead all of this drama in our lives with these crazy fucking evil people. It would dead the drama. However, in terms of you putting in a lot of concerted effort to try to convince them, no, don't do that. That's not your place to do. It's really not your place to do that. But if it comes up in conversation naturally, then yeah. Then yeah, I would also, I mean, yeah, I would recommend my boyfriend take the test. I mean, no shit. I think everyone in the stream has told you that, yeah, your boyfriend should take the test. There's not a person on the planet that's heard this story that thinks, oh, no, he shouldn't take the test. No, he should take the test. Like, that's a given. No shit, he should take the test. But in terms of you pushing on him, no, he's not gonna do what he doesn't want to do. Nor should he. I mean, he should want to take the test because he should want to be a good, decent human being. I mean, that's why. Anyway. We're gonna see Honey Love on Jerry Springer. You are. At this rate, honey, it's gonna be either Jerry Springer or Maury, one or the other. At this point, how often do you wear a robe? Every day of my life, I wear a robe. JT, I wear my robe every night. Because as soon as I get home from work, on the days that I do work, I take my clothes off and I get on my robe immediately. I hate having clothes on at home. That's something I don't do. Have clothes on at home? For what? Why do you have clothes on at your home? That doesn't make sense to me. That's strange. Well, Honey Love, they sound very entitled. So that's what makes them horrible people. You're definitely not the bad guy at all. And you should not be whooping his ass to make him take the test. That's ridiculous. You can't whoop his ass to make him take the test. You told him to take it. He said no. And that's all you can do. That's all you can. You cannot do any more than that, Honey Love. You can't do any more than that. That's awesome, June Rose. Congratulations on your YouTube growth. Everyone go follow June Rose's channel. We love her in this house. Love, love, love her. Could you show us your septum? What's a septum? I don't know what a septum is. It's like a septum tank? I don't know what a septum is. What's a septum, Ev? The other guy told her it's not his baby and that he already has a girlfriend and then left state and disappeared on her. She doesn't even know his name to be able to find him, so... Oh, for paternity court? It sucks for her. She's a whore. She's a slut. Imagine, like... This is what I mean when I say that, like... I'm totally right to slut shame people. Like, I'm totally right, because this is a prime example of what... like the results of being a slut. This is an example of what being a slut is. And like, you know, like, your boyfriend's not excluded from this. Your boyfriend was being irresponsible by having unprotected sex with someone that he does not have any interest in having a child with. That's fucking dumb. Okay? Stop doing that. Stop having unprotected sex with people that you don't want to build a family with. It's strange. It's strange to do that, right? I mean, it's just really weird to do that, because why are you risking an entire child coming out of another person for one night, not even 30 minutes these days, because the girls are not lasting like they used to last, for 10 minutes of fun? Like, what? And so here we are. Here we are, being a whore, being a hoe, being a slut, being a tramp, being fast, is why she can't find out who her baby daddy is. She's talking to your boyfriend, talking to another dude. It's like, this is embarrassing. I mean, is she not embarrassed by this behavior? It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. We need to make slut shaming great again, honestly, because it leads to bad outcomes. It generally leads to bad outcomes. So, I mean, being a slut is just not good. Practicing monogamy is what people should be doing if they are interested in potentially finding a partnership for life. If you're interested in having a partner in life, you should be practicing monogamy as often as you can with your partners. I mean, that's just the truth. Sorry. Your nose? What? That's a septum? What is it? What? I totally agree. That's why I slut shame my grandma. But you should, if she's been a slut. She had 3 other guys that she thinks could be the dad. My boyfriend, another guy that left state on her, and another guy that won't respond to her. It's embarrassing. Mr. Mr. Potato Head Nose Ass. That's me. And again, I just want to reiterate, because some people think that, like, I'm trying to be, like, a morally superior when I slut shame others. And, like, no, it's not about being morally superior. It's about being logical. Just looking at the data, being a slut is not good for your health. It's not good for your emotional well-being. And so those are the reasons why being a slut's not good. I'm not saying you shouldn't be a slut because it's, like, against God's word. I don't give a fuck about God's word. Like, no. Like, that's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying that being a slut is immoral. I'm not even saying that. What I'm saying is being a slut is antithetical to your own selfish goals and desires in life. That's what I'm saying. And so it's just kind of like, you know, it's being a slut is typically antagonistic towards your own personal goals in life. And so why would you indulge in such behavior, right? It doesn't make sense. It's like, you know, if you wanna get skinny, why are you eating more food? Why are you overeating food constantly? You know what I mean? Like, no, you should be trying to diet if you want to lose weight. If you want to have a partnership in life, being a slut's not the way to achieve that. It's just not. Anyway. Did I do my skincare? I did not. Not tonight. I did not. Hey, Nicholas Diaz. I'm the sassiest boy. I'm going to show the data to my grandma. Please do. Your grandma needs it. You can have some advice. Diddy's calling me from jail? I'm not picking up that phone call from Diddy. So you're saying you're a slut because you're doing this for selfish gains? No, you don't know what this word slut means. A slut is someone that has sex with multiple partners. I have sex with one person. I've only had sex with one person for the last 8 years. So I'm not a slut. Not me. PJE. I'm not a, what? That doesn't make any sense. Jalen, what sunscreen do you use and how often do you apply it? I'm gonna show it to you. I'll go get it right now. I use a couple. Okay. And let me see. Okay, so that one right there. Okay, so I use four different sunscreens, but they all have different purposes and meanings, okay? Sorry, I don't want to get into like, you guys know that when I talk about skincare, I get really into skincare, okay? But my holy grail sunscreen that I wear the most consistently these days is the one by Allies of Skin. Let me go to my Shop My page because that has all of my sunscreens. So those are all the sunscreens that I use. So all the products that I'm talking about are going to be, listed there, except for one, I think, which I should add to that list. But the one is what I use the most. It has a gel texture that goes on very clearly. It never has a white cast. It is water resistant for I think up to 80 minutes, I believe. Yeah, 80 minutes. It has a really good, well-rounded list of ingredients. And the reason why this is such a great sunscreen is because it really is a one and done. I know that everyone's not like me. Everyone doesn't want to indulge in a 5-step skincare routine for the evening and the morning time. It's unnecessary, but I also love doing skincare. With this sunscreen, because of the way that they formulate it, you really only need to like rinse your face off with water, apply this, you're done, you're good. The reason why is because it has vitamin C in here, it has Centella asiatica, it has ceramides and fatty acids in here. And so it really is accomplishing so many different things that you need to have in a skincare routine all in one product. That's why they call it the one, because it really is the one product you need for a morning routine. You don't need anything else. Unless you have oily skin, you wake up with oily skin, then you may want to cleanse your face in the morning. But I don't cleanse my face in the morning. I rinse it with water and call it a day. But yeah, this is the one I recommend 100%. I'll move on. The sunscreen that I was my holy grail before that one was the Kroger sunscreen. It's only $10. It's like 3 fluid ounces. So this is going to be the biggest bang for your buck. It also is an invisible gel formulation, so there's zero white cast. They're not gonna have you looking like Casper the Ghost for my blackies out there. Like, come on, like, you're not gonna be looking crazy. I've tried it. It's clear on my skin. It's fantastic. It's also water and sweat resistant for 80 minutes. So again, these are also really good for working out. And you guys know I run 6 miles at a time, except when I get allergic reactions. And so I always test these during runs. And sometimes if you use a sunscreen and you start to sweat or it rains or whatever, it will get into your eyes and cause stinging. I can confirm that I've run in very hot temperatures and I sweat. This does not run into my eyes. It is definitely sweat resistant. I can confirm. Okay. So yeah, I love this one. This one is also really good as a primer under makeup. So both of them are actually pretty good for, I did a makeup test too. And I only wear foundation when I do those tests. And it's expired makeup because I don't wear makeup anymore. But anyway, they work really well under makeup and they're sweat resistant. So these are both really great gel formulations. Now, I've got 2 more, bear with me. I also use the Kroger sunscreen spray on my body when I'm running outside because I'm outside for like hours at a time. So that's the time that I need to wear sunscreen. I don't reapply sunscreen. I know that you're supposed to. I don't do it. My face is not broken off yet. So I do not reapply unless I'm running. So for example, if I wake up, I have to go on errands, I'll put sunscreen on. If I'm then going to run outside in direct sunlight for over an hour, I then reapply sunscreen. But that's really the only time I reapply is when I'm running. And I've already done errands before then. Does that make sense? Okay. The last sunscreen is the Tocobo biohyaluronic acid bio watery sun cream. SPF 50, PA++++++. It's amazing. It's not water resistant, but the thing I like about this is that it has a very creamy texture, like a watery creamy, like a watered down cream. It absorbs beautifully into the skin and it gives it a very it gives you a nice glow. Now with the other gel sunscreens, these are a matte finish, so they're not going to really add much of anything in terms of like an appearance or a glow. But this is definitely going to add a, I don't want to say shiny because people get kind of scared of that term shiny, but this is going to give you a really good glow, a really nice glow. It absorbs beautifully, quickly, seeps into the skin, and it is also formulated with a couple things like niacinamide and a couple other skin active ingredients that will help in your routine. It's not as of a complete formulation as the Alice of Skin, but it is very good. And also, remember the Alice of Skin one, my Holy Grail sunscreen, you can use code CHO to get 20% off of that product. Okay, sorry, that was a lot. You guys know that when you ask me skincare questions, I'm about to go off for like a 30-minute tangent. Sorry. Then her damn husband acts like he's King Kong. He calls himself confronting the other guys and got upset that the guy with the girlfriend won't tell him his name. Girl, he's doing too much. They even reached out to that guy's girlfriend to find out his name from her, and she wouldn't give his name to him. I know that's right. Stop harassing people because you don't know your baby daddy. It's embarrassing. My favorite foods are eggs, rice, sweet potatoes, and swordfish. Those are my favorite foods. I also love salmon, but that's kind of boring. Salmon, but yeah, salmon too. I love salmon. What's the meaning to skincare to improve your face? What do I do with my stepmom not caring about my mental health and her not buying as much food as my sister and I have to search for food because I have a high metabolism? That's tough, June. That's really tough. I hate to hear that. I don't know. I honestly don't know. That's terrible. It's a shame that you are living in the conditions that you are living in and you don't have people around you that have the tool sets to really care for you in the way that they should be caring for you. I'm very sorry to hear that. All you can do is do the best that you can do. And I think, like I told you before, getting that part-time job is going to be very important. You definitely need to get a part-time job. Fuck what your dad says. Get the part-time job. Get the part-time job somewhere. If you have to walk to get to work, get that job, because the sooner you can achieve any sort of financial leverage, the better off you will be. And there are ways, listen, I'm sick of you young folk giving excuses for not knowing shit. You are the generation of technology. Use Google, use YouTube. Like, there are ways for you to open up bank accounts. You don't really always need a lot of guidance from your parents. So definitely Google how to open up a bank account as a teenager, right? Go to TikTok. There's information out there everywhere, so definitely I think getting a little part-time job, even if it's just like, 3 or 4 hours on the weekends, like that's important, June. I think that's really important. Can you shout me out, please? No. How'd the party go? The party was great, Big Licks. Thank you for asking. I posted a bunch of pictures of the food from the party on the YouTube community tab, so be sure to check that out. MCG says you don't run 6 miles. Okay, girl. 6 miles for stamina. Yeah. I usually run either like 6 miles to 6.5 miles. Typically. Have you ever used baby oil? I love baby oil. Of course. When did your father leave me? He never left me. He's still here. He watches the stream. My dad is amazing. I love my dad. He loves me. 6 miles is crazy work. Yeah. I mean, I'm a long distance runner. I ran cross country when I was younger, so it's in the blood. I started wearing sunscreen once I got a suntan on my thighs after sitting in the sun for 5 hours at graduation. Yeah. Have you ever got shin splints? Mine are pretty painful. Actually, I have never gotten. Well, when I was younger, I did, but no, I don't get them anymore. No. Yeah, food stamps are an option, but I don't know if she can apply for food stamps. That's something that her parents have to do, and they probably are likely already on food stamps. A double yappuccino Saturday. Double yappuccino Saturdays are the cat's pajamas, except here in Springfield, no cats, just pajamas. Girl. It's too hot in California right now. There's nowhere that you can walk to get a job, June. Yeah, what part of Cali are you in, Big Licks? The weather in Ohio is actually super perfect right now. It's like the most gorgeous time of the year in terms of temperature. I love it so much. The beginning of fall and late fall are my favorites. Like, it's just my favorites. Now, fall is only like a week here in Ohio. It feels that way. It feels like it's either like super hot or super cold. There's no in between. But I do love fall. My parents don't need food stamps. We have good money, but my mom just chooses to not get me a lot of food, and she makes choices about my eating. So your parents are abusive, is what you're telling me. You can't just go into the kitchen and cook food? Like, what would happen if you went into the kitchen and got eggs out of there and then started cooking, you know, an omelet for yourself? Would they, like, slap your hand, say, no eating for you? Like, what? What's going on? Opie, I love it. I love the temperature so much. It's so perfect. Weather in LA was like 70 and 80 yesterday. It's not bad. I think 70 is just like 70 is just perfect to me. It's a little bit of sun, not too much, but a little bit of sun. It's just perfect. Cho, what are your top 3 movies? I have no idea. I don't watch movies. Sorry, that's awkward. I don't, yeah. June, don't make me like have to come over there and call CPS. Girl. Don't do that. Don't do that. Oh my God, June, the internet. You can learn how to cook. You don't need your parents to teach you how to cook. You have to just start trying stuff. Just start trying stuff. And Google, again, you can Google and YouTube some girl, I'm about to Google some, for example. Girl, I just Googled, this is what I mean with the generation. I need you guys to have a higher level of curiosity, because curiosity is how you're going to acquire new skills that are really important for you to have. And I think that your generation, you Gen Zers, you have all the tools. You have all the access to the internet and technology, which my generation didn't have as much. I'm a millennial. I'm 34 years old. So, you know, we were on the cusp of a technology age, right? But Gen Z has grown up in it. You don't know anything but technology. Like, when I was younger, we had floppy disks. Bitch, you don't even know what a floppy disk is, right? We have floppy disks. So, I just Googled on YouTube. I put in there, learning how to cook as a teen. First video that pops up, 24,000 views. Life skills, cooking basics for teens, episode 1. So I need you, June, to go watch these videos. I need you to go watch these videos. I need you to search for that and go learn how to cook. Because while yes, your parents are kind of being shitty for you being in this position, now that you are in this position, June, you have to choose to not be a victim. You have to choose to no longer be victimized by this situation and go out and accomplish something on your own. And that's unfair. It's not fair, because you shouldn't have to. Your parents should be there to support you and to not watch you suffer something that is optional. Like this, you don't have, you said you're not on food stamps. You don't have to scrounge around for food. You have food. And so I think at this point, June, if your parents aren't going to provide for you, you have to work with what you can work with. And so learn how to cook. Go get in the kitchen. Okay, so they're not letting you cook in the kitchen. Is that what you're saying? Because at first you said that it's because you don't know how to cook, but now it's that they're not allowing you to cook. So if they're not allowing you to cook, they're not feeding you. That's called abuse. It's called abuse. Okay, let's keep on reading chat. October in Ohio is great. It's the best. It's the best. Riz Morrow says, I love your personality, comfortable, like a best friend, where the energy's hype but comforting. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. The microwave is a great tool. I mean, your dad is not fine, June Rose, but it is what it is right now. I just want you to, I just really need you, June, for your own self-survival, to work very hard at being able to provide for yourself. You've got to make it work. Because I promised you this, June, and you've already experienced this already, so I shouldn't have to even tell you this, but depending on other people will lead to disappointment. You depended on your father and he did some terrible things to you. Where did that dependence get you? Hurt. You depended on your aunt. Where did that dependence get you? Hurt. And so one of the first lessons you are learning, which is so fucking tragic, is that you have to learn how to depend on you. Okay? I mean that. I mean it. You know this already, June. You know this through your own lived experience, right? From what you've told us, you know that you can't depend on other people. You already know this. So you need to start making some moves that that will enable you to take better care of yourself. Because if you are depending on you, you're not going to hurt yourself, right? So it's tragic. It's all very tragic, to be honest, to hear this. But you got to figure this shit out. I'm keeping it real with you. You got to figure this shit out, June. I mean, you can only be a victim for so long. I mean, you can be a victim forever, but it leads to a very miserable life. You've got to step out of the victimhood that people have placed you in and start really working extra hard to better your own life. It's sad. At that young of an age, I couldn't imagine. Okay. Thank you for keeping it light, LB. It is sad because you're young, but if you were older, we'd be telling you how apps are made in the kitchen. We would, LB. We would. My ex was a squirter. Now I can't be without one. It's ruining my relationships. Ryan, why is being a squirter so important? Ryan Stevenson. Is that a turn on? I'm not sure if I would like that, because you've got to worry about where it's going. I mean, I already told y'all that I'm very vanilla in bed, so like Capricorn things, like, I don't know, that's what they say. So I'm very like, no, that, like, I have to clean that up. It's no, like that. No, squirter, no. Let's not. Let's contain. Hi, Nina Cubana. We went through a stretch back in late June that was miserable. We did. It was a little hot in June. It was a little hot in June. Your boyfriend found a house and me and him are gonna move together? Not the drive-by squirting on the tractors. I had to put multiple towels down beneath her before we started. That's too much, Ryan. It's very nasty. Like, what? Like, contain yourself. That's so obnoxious, to be honest. Oh, you got a big boyfriend. 6'4", 270? What is going on? He got a lot going on. Hey, P. Diddy, how's it going? How are you? Hope you've had a good day. Not the PTS Diddy. Not the PTS Diddy. Stop. You don't understand what Diddy did wrong. Well, it's okay. You just don't understand law, I guess. That's fine. There's a lot of people that don't understand the law. So that explains it, Ryan. Yeah, June, we all want the best for you. That's all I can say on that matter. We all want the best for you. Oh, you're short, honey love. Oh, you're a short queen. You're a short queen. I'm thirsty for another cappuccino. Have you ever thought about starting your own line of supplements? So no, I have not. I haven't. I get the same question about, oh, Cho, have you ever thought about starting your own skincare line? No, I haven't. I haven't. And I'm going to tell you why. It's too much work. I've already discovered the power of affiliate marketing. It's less work. It's less work. It's more passive income. Like, I'd rather be an influencer than own a product. Now, of course, owning the business has the potential for so much more outsized income overall, and long term. But being an influencer is just easier. It's just easier. And the type of lifestyle that I want to have a very flexible lifestyle. You know, my partner is going to be at retirement age in the next decade, and I want to be able to not be retired, but be able to enjoy his retirement with him, right? And so, yeah, no, I'm not owning this. No, no, it's too much work. It's too much. Owning a business like that, owning a company like that, like with a product like that, would require a lot of energy up front. Whereas, you know, being a content creator, being an influencer, yes, it's hard. Don't get. I mean, I'm not trying to shit on influencers and say that influencers have it easy, but it's a different type of work. Like, I spent 5 hours editing a video today. I think I told you guys this about my lawyer friend who's a belly dancer who's starting a belly dancing class. Well, I interviewed her. I've been editing that video for like 4 or 5 hours today. I mean, you have to put the time in, but the difference is I can edit a video here in Columbus or I can edit a video down in Miami Beach. It doesn't matter. You can't run a business everywhere. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, being a content creator is just a lot more flexible. I'm streaming from my cell phone. I can stream and work from anywhere, right? So no, I have no interest in starting a supplement company or a skincare company. Um, so yeah. Um, well, what did he do besides hitting that woman? Well, do we have enough time? Did you actually read what he did to that woman that he hit? Did you read her report? Did you read any of that stuff? Yeah, I mean, have you not actually read any of the court documents? I'm actually like, you didn't read any of the court documents? You didn't read the case that he settled with Cassie? You didn't read, like, what? Um, just did what everyone in Hollywood and I mean, that's true. Listen, P. Diddy is right. He just did what everyone in Hollywood and the music industry who was famous does. It's true. It's full of evil, demonic bitches. Yes. You have a background in education and nutrition. Well, yes. I mean, I do. I do. I do. But I will say that the reason I studied nutrition in college was because I actually wanted to work in the lobbying industry. I wanted to work in lobbying as an anti-lobbyist. And in a way, I wanted to, because through my education, I learned how disgusting our political system is and how it's intertwined with huge corporations, and how it's really these corporations that are deciding policies. Really, honestly. It's these huge corporations that are, paying off politicians to get them reelected for their campaigns, that are really, deciding the policies that the politicians prioritize. And so I really wanted to get into there and kind of correct that from the inside. So that's why I studied nutrition in the first place. I didn't go down the route of dietetics. I went down the route of community nutrition and education. And that was more of like policy and being an educator, not really working with sick people. Um, if I ever went back to school, it would be to get my master's in nutrition and, policy, stuff like that. Um, Gay Smith, hey Lizard. Maybe you're right, LB. Maybe you're right. You say, I think with your personality and background and education, you'd have more freedom and ownership. It's so funny because my grandmother, I was on the phone with my grandmother today, and she's always pushing me to like further my education. She's like, you should go get your master's. I just saw a master's program from Miami University and blah, 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 blah. And you should look this up. I'll send you a link in the email. I'm like, girl, stop. But yeah, I mean, you know, yeah, I mean, it's not something I guess I'm totally against, but I don't know. We'll see where it takes me. Explain what Diddy did that was wrong. Flying in women in video. I thought I heard something. Anyway, um, flying in women and videotaping sex acts and doing gay stuff. I don't get it. Well, he's been drugging people for one. It's illegal to drug people without their notice. So slipping, allegedly, I should say allegedly because it's still in court, but we know he does this shit. Drugging people, putting something in their drink, and then having sex with them after they're disoriented is called rape. It's called sexual assault. And it's what he did with the majority of the women that he was just casually videotaping and having sex with. It's what he did with a lot of the gay guys that he just happened to be having sex with. So it's a long line of sexual assault, entrapment, blackmail. I mean, you name it, this guy did it. It's terrible shit. Terrible shit. Hey, Taco Time, how are you tonight? I've actually considered dipping my toe into some health and nutrition line of my own. I have a BSN and working on my F&P. Oh, that's awesome, LB. That's really cool. That's really cool. Well, I say go for it. I say definitely go for it. That would be really cool. I'm all about holistic and natural. I think we need more of that. We definitely need more of that. Well, you know why that is, June? So, Cho, you want to know something funny? I watch you on my phone, and if I scroll down, there's always an ASMR guy below you all the time, and it's kind of funny. You know why that is? It's because the algorithm is working as intended. I have a lot of videos on my YouTube channel of me doing ASMR. So, naturally, the algorithm is going to see that you watch my channel, not specifically that you're watching my ASMR content, but that you're watching a ASMR centric channel at some point, and they're going to try to connect you with other channels that have similar profiles as myself. And so, yes, it makes sense that you would encounter another ASMR channel in that way. Yeah, so yeah, honey, I used to do ASMR channel. Like if you scroll on my channel far enough, you will see a shit ton of ASMR content. So yeah. I've seen his channel before. Sinrose, yeah, I've seen his channel before. I don't watch him, but I've seen his stuff. Guys, we have to go. I have to go to church in the morning. Ghost hunts? Now I don't watch any ghost shit. I am tired. And church starts at 10 o'clock. I go to a Baptist church, Maine. I'd rather you see you go for it. People would support you. I clearly remember you saying that you will always have a knack for connecting people with in a way that. I mean, yeah. You're not wrong, Elbing. I've gotten through life on the strength of my relationships. Relationships are the listen. I invest in the stock market. I invest in my health. Okay, I do those things. I'm very serious about doing those things on a consistent basis. However, the investment I have gotten the biggest ROI on has always been relationships. Always been relationships. I get the biggest return on investment, not from my actual monetary investments, not from my health, but from relationships. Truly, honestly. And no cap, that's true. That's true. So, Elba, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. I do I do think that if I started a business in that way, it would be successful. I know it would be successful. Like, anything that I put my mind to is going to be successful, period. But I know that I would be relentless at doing the research and making sure that it's backed by, you know, evidence and innovation. And yeah, I mean, it would do well. We'll think, I don't know. I'll think about it. We'll think. Nothing's set in stone. Why am I in a robe? Because I'm at home. After the Diddy thing, this seems in poor taste. Well, luckily, I'm not doing things on the internet to be in good taste or poor taste. I do things on the internet because I want to do things on the internet. So, sure, if it's in poor taste, deal with it, honey. I'm in a robe because I'm at my home and it's 2 o'clock in the morning. Why would I have clothes on at 2 o'clock in the morning? That seems like such an unnatural thing to have clothes on at 2 in the morning. That's very unnatural in your own home. So I don't do it. Like, you're getting cho, 100% cho when I'm here on the internet. You don't get fake cho. You don't get a character. This is who I am. At 2 o'clock in the morning, I'm in my robe. So sometimes I put a shirt on for you guys. I never put pants on, but sometimes I do put a shirt on, and that's usually because I'm too hot in the robe because I have my studio lighting on and it gets hot. And so whenever I don't have a robe on, it's because I'm getting too hot and I just don't want to deal with that, right? But other than that, yes, you are going to see me in a robe. Having people that want to help you is a thing beyond monetary value. 100%. 100%. And I don't think I really communicated that, but like when I say return on investment on relationships, it's not always about money. It's like my relationships are very meaningful to me, and they're meaningful to me because of my spirituality and my mental state and my emotional state. And so that's what I really mean by return on investment. Now, of course, people have opened up opportunities for me financially as well, and that factors into it as well. But at the end of the day, it really is the relationships that you have in life that can really build you up or tear you down. And I've been very blessed to have amazing relationships in my lifetime. So, yeah, I definitely recommend that you guys out there invest in relationships. Put the work in. I do, June. I do that. Girl, they just be talking main heaven. The girls just be talking shit. I don't know. And it is easier to flash people with a robe on. That's true. Okay, guys, I'm going to go. I have to go to church in the morning, and I'm tired. So yeah, we will be back tomorrow again for another stream, 11:30 p.m. Eastern Time Zone. Thank you guys for being here. I always appreciate you guys so much. I know that you guys could be doing so many other things with your time. You could be watching porn. You could be spending time with your children. You could be playing with your pets. You could be watching TV. You could be watching anime. There's so many things you could be doing with your time, but the fact that you should spend your time with me, I don't take it for granted. I really, really appreciate it. So thank you so much. And yeah, I'll talk to you guys tomorrow night, okay? Not me going to the church in my robe. You guys. And email me, LB. Email me so I can give you my address, okay? Bye.